Being a caregiver can slowly be deteriorating your health, in some cases, taking years off your life. I've been there. I'll give you my story in a couple seconds here. But first of all, depression, anxiety can be caused by being a caregiver. Depression has been shown to take 7+ years off your life. Depression and anxiety have been linked to increased risk of suicide, heart disease, diabetes. I have 10 reasons why, or 10 issues, that if you notice this, it may be time to either stop doing your caregiving or drastically cut back, get some help. So my story, about 5-6 years ago, my mom had a stroke. I was working at the time, and it really took a toll on me. I'm sorry, guys, I got to show you this really quick. After that little interlude there that maybe made your spirits jump a little bit instead of this depressing topic. And they're still going by. I was working at the time, and about 5-6 years ago, my mom had a stroke. She was 87 years old. Luckily, I was with a good company. This was pre-COVID. I didn't have a remote job. They allowed me to move up to Reno for 9 months to take care of my mom. Yeah, it was totally unexpected. There goes a deer. Did you see the shadow go by my face? It was totally unexpected. I had no idea they'd do that, but they did. I realized pretty quickly, though, that I couldn't do it on my own. Here's a story. It's a little morbid, maybe, a little, you might be going, ooh. But this is when I realized I couldn't do it on my own. I was helping my mom. The stroke had caused certain changes in her body. She needed to wear Depends. She was 87, 88 years old. I was helping her change out of those. She was standing. I was kneeling in the bathroom, helping her get her legs out. And she fell. I thought I had a good grip on her. She banged her head on the floor, and she got a 2-inch gash on her elbow. Luckily, her head was okay, but she had to get stitches for her elbow. I realized right then I couldn't do it anymore. I needed help. So here are the 10 reasons or 10 signs that if you see this, it may be time to cut back or just quit. And I know, guys, I know it can be very expensive. Medical care for this can be very expensive. But isn't that better than taking 7+ years off your life? Yeah, I think it might be. Number 1, and this is all from AARP, and they got these from caregiving authors and also professors of geriatrics. Number 1, you're enabling your loved one into unnecessary dependence. What's that? That could be you have your father. He can get around okay, but you're starting to help him get his drinks, his meals. He develops a dependence on you, even when he can still take care of himself. That might not be healthy for you down the road. If you can see that they're still getting around okay, let them get around okay until they really need your help. Unnecessary dependence can cause you to need to be there or need to feel to be there 24/7 when you don't really need to. Number 2, others are telling you to stop. This could be doctors, this could be friends, this could be family members saying, I've seen changes in you. You need to stop doing this and get some help. What are the changes? It could be depression. They see you're depressed. They see physical changes in you, bags under your eyes, more gray hairs, more wrinkles, whatever it is. If someone is telling you that you need to stop and get help, it might be time to stop and get help. Number 3, caregiving is harming your marriage. You may live a couple hours away. Say you're 70 years old and you're caring for your 95-year-old father. You could be even younger than that, whatever, 50 and 75, let's say. But your husband or wife is starting to see there's an issue here. You're not home that often. That could be a sign that you need help. You don't want your marriage to crumble just because you are going above and beyond for, let's say, a family member, right? That could be a sign. If your marriage is showing cracks, strains, it might be time for you to ask for help. Number 4, You feel like you're the only one capable of handling the job. It's a fallacy. It's a fallacy. Even if you are a nurse or a professional caregiver, you think there aren't other ones out there that could help you, maybe give you a break every once in a while. You are a caregiver for, I don't know, 5 days. They take the weekends, right? There's always someone there that can help you. You are not going to be the only one. Oh, I'm the only one who knows their quirks, knows their needs. They'll learn it. You got to take care of yourself first, guys. Yes, your elderly parent could be a close second, but how are you going to feel about your health if it's all messed up after they're gone, right? Number 5, you just can't do it physically anymore. You just can't do it. That example I just gave a second ago, you could be 70 years old carrying your 95-year-old father. You could be a man or a woman, and you just can't physically help them, let's say, out of their chair into their bed anymore, right? You can't do it. Or you may be losing sleep because they're waking you up every couple hours during the night, right? That takes its toll after a while. I noticed that, and even the short time I was caring for my mom, it takes its toll. So you just might not be able to physically do it anymore. Back when I was caring for my mom, I was 57. I'm in pretty decent shape. I thought I could hold her while I was taking care of her needs. I couldn't. You just might not be able to do it. That's a sign you need help. Number 6, you're burnt out. You're just burnt out with the whole thing. What this can do is this can cause resentment. Resentment toward the person you are giving the care to, right? You've heard those stories of elder abuse. A lot of times it can happen in the family in situations like this where they're the caregiver and they're just fed up. They're just burnt out by the whole thing, but they don't feel they can leave or get help. That can lead to massive amounts of resentment. Number 7, it's impacting your job and you just can't stop working. You need the money. You know, you could be an older person knowing that if you quit your job for this, number 1, it might be really hard for you to get another job. Let's say after they pass on. Ageism, right? Or you just can't get another job and you need the money. Yeah, if you're noticing that, it's a sign, guys. It's a sign. Number 8, you have become socially isolated. I have a friend who this has happened to. Hey, you want to go out for dinner? You want to go get some drinks? You want to go to lunch? I can't. I got to take care of my mom. Okay, there are family members that hopefully can step in. It's not always the case. There are maybe even friends that could watch your mother for a couple hours while you go out and take a break, while you get your socialization in, right? If you feel that you're being socially isolated, or friends are saying, you know what, you need help. You need to be able to get out every once in a while. That's a sign you should get some help. Number 9, you're too ill to be a caregiver. Okay, this could be you could have been taking care of them for 3-4 years. All of a sudden you came down with a chronic disease. And you're still trying to take care of them while you have this chronic disease. You could have clinical depression. If you reach that stage, you need to reach out. It's time for you to either stop or drastically cut down. And yes, again, I know it's very expensive, or it can be. We had to go through this. You know, luckily my mom was in the VA. The VA helped us, not with all the costs, with part of the costs. There are also programs out there that can help in costs for people on low income. So guys, there are usually, not always, but usually solutions to this. If you're too ill physically or mentally to be a caregiver anymore, it's time to reach out. And number 10, you must move frequently for your job. You know, there's some jobs that are like this. Traveling nurses, you know, they go here for 6 months, they go another place for another 6 months. You could have a sales job. Whatever, it's just a job that you need to be moving. You know, you could be 3 months in this location, you could be 6 months here, you could be a year over here. If that's your job, don't even think about trying to be a full-time caregiver. It's not worth it, guys. You need help. These 10 signs, or these are 10 reasons telling you it's time to reach out and either cut back or just stop doing it in general. There are problems though, because once you start being a caregiver, it's so much easier to start than it is to stop. Another thing, you get on here's a quote from the article of AARP, you get on the train and it feels like there's no way out. You can get physically and mentally exhausted by doing this. So guys, it's time to get help. If any of those 10 issues or reasons speak to you, it's time to get help. And as always, from the high desert, we got this.